More mixed signals from the U.S. Who's going to pay for THAAD? It's still a mystery. A top U.S. official has suggested Seoul and Washington consider negotiations on the matter. Our Kim Jung-soo explains the deal the allies have in place now and which way things could go.
As evidence against U.S. claims that South Korea should pay for the THAAD hardware, South Korea's defense ministry has cited the two countries' special measures agreement, which specifies what non-personnel costs South Korea has to contribute to.
Under the SMA, South Korea is required to contribute to labor cost sharing, construction, and logistics. Weapons acquisition is not part of defense cost sharing, as you may already be aware.
The SMA was initiated in 1991 to complement the Status of Forces Agreement, but since then the amount Seoul contributes has risen by more than eightfold. Under the latest version, Seoul pays around 50% of the overall cost of stationing U.S. forces in South Korea, which last year amounted to roughly $821 million. Dividing that figure by South Korea's 2016 GDP shows South Korea as the second highest cost sharer with the U.S., trailing behind Japan but above Germany. Preliminary talks will take place near the end of this year to negotiate defense contributions for 2019 through 2023. But the Defense Ministry is of the opinion that THAAD, in principle, shouldn't affect the outcome of those talks too much.
One specific weapon system cannot play an outsized role in determining defense cost-sharing contributions. There are a lot of other variables to account for, and it's too early to speculate on what the U.S. has in mind.
But some in the South Korean media have speculated that the U.S. could ask Seoul to increase its own defense spending relative to its GDP, which is an issue separate from cost sharing. According to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, the U.S. spends 3.3% of its GDP on its military, while South Korea spends 2.7%. Meanwhile, there have been rumors that the U.S. will deploy additional missile launchers for the THAAD battery on Wednesday, but the Defense Ministry has denied those claims. Kim Jung-soo, Arirang News.